Good morning, campers. Hey, today I'm going to take it a little easy on myself and just work on this dark shading. Today's band I'm going to play is a band called Sacred Right. Now, I got into them around the same time I did with Biohazard, and Machine Head was coming out and about then. Who else was kind of up and coming? Suicidal Tendencies was already out, but it seems like this was like a genre of thrash that that was making its way, but it wasn't like the big four, and like Testament, Exodus, this is like below those ones, I think even. But Sacred Right, I thought they were a really good band for the American way and ignorance and surf Nicaragua. And a lot of thrash and aggression to it. They even like had a cool like front character like an Eddie or a Vic Rattlehead. They had like their gas mask dude. I never got his name, but and they were like running with that. They've always had good cover art, kind of political looking. Uh, I don't really see them being like a in your face political band completely, but I guess they kind of are a little bit. But I don't know. They kind of disappeared, through the most general sense. Like I listened to another song of theirs recently, a newer one, and it kind of reminded me. They kind of went the path of a little bit of a suicidal tendencies, corrosion, conformity. And what I mean is, like, it kind of gave me that art revolution album era of suicidal tendencies, and then kind of what corrosion and conformity went to, kind of that stoner rock type thing. And I could understand, if somebody doesn't want to thrash for the whole career or something, or just gets burnt out on it. Writing something fast and playing all the time probably gets a little old, I guess. But I thought they were actually going to go places at one time. I mean, they were on the CB4 movie. They did like a little cameo where they talk about cell block floor, saying that they were hard as shit. And they also kind of had like a good sense of humor to them, like kind of an Anthrax even. I mean, they they weren't like a negative band. Like, they had like a positive sense about them. They weren't satanic. They had good artwork. They had good music. I just don't know why they didn't blow up. I don't know why they didn't get to a point of like at least a higher rung, than they did. But I don't know. They just kind of just futtered out, I guess. Even just stopped being proactive, maybe. But I don't know. I'm gonna play a song of theirs. I'm gonna stop it. Try to stop it every minute. This is Sacred Right, Surf Nicaragua. of slipped and let it go for a while. But you see what I mean? They a lot of changes. They were fast. They were kind of had some grash, attack to their riffs. Great guitar sound. The drummer is really good. I think the drummer actually left this band to go to Machine Head for a while, which I thought was actually a pretty close sounding band. Like, Machine Head and Sacred Reich kind of, the vocals, they kind of sing the sound the same a bit, and some of the attack of the guitaring. I'll play some Machine Head probably in a few days. You can make that mix to itself. I'm gonna probably play some Biohazard in a few days too. It's kind of just like that I almost want to say not forgotten thrash, but that thrash that kind of needs to come back out and play if if what's Biohazard song says, are you down for life or something, are they really down for life? I mean, I don't see him working hard at it. uh, Excuse me, I had some phlegm there. But I just don't get it, like, how like thrash like this kind of faded in the United States a bit. But we'll go ahead and put on some more Sacred Ride here. And that there was a whole song really from them. Like I said, man, like they were pretty aggressive thrash, man, and like it's kind of crazy that they just didn't peak out there as much. Did they just not work as hard? Did they not have the drive? The tour and play as much. I mean, or they just not getting pushed in the United States. There's a lot of thrash metal bands and metal bands in general, man. They just don't play in the United States. I know a lot, man, that just go down to Australia and they tour up through the Asia area to Korea and Japan because they're bigger tour hubs than the United States. Even South America, from what I understand, is like it's really big in the metal. Um, it's just weird. Uh, I don't really have much more to say about Sacred Right, other than I've owned a handful of albums from them on cassette tape, of course. And I mean, they show the date of it. Had it on tape, not CD, not record, but just on tape. And I think I got into them in the year '89, and I listened to them for about strongly a good 4 or 5 years. Yeah, that's a pretty good run, I guess. But I mean, I don't believe so, but I might be wrong about this. I think they're from Phoenix, Arizona. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stop there for the morning. Notice I just took it safe, man. I just filled in this black void. A lot easier to talk and just fill in the black void. And I got a lot of it to do on this picture. I mean, realistically, a lot. And I don't know. I had friends help me pick a photo to work with, and I went with this because of the cool factor that the whole vampire Lestat interview with the vampire to the Queen of the Damned, and didn't really think about the repercussions of all that stuff to fill in. Now I got some friends of mine when they do fill-ins like this, instead of filling it all the way in, they'll just do like dots and patterns and stuff, and yeah, I don't know. I sometimes do that, but I guess keep it metal. It's Saturday. Tomorrow's Sunday. The Bears play the Packers. It's a very important game. If they don't win, they don't get in the playoffs. Trubisky, I think it's their best quarterback they've had since whoever. Yeah, they usually make a quarterback good, and the quarterback leaves the Bears. That's just the way it is. All right, man. Until tomorrow, keep it metal.